I read it in the original Spanish.
But Voltaire was French.
The casting process for the 1985 TV series 227 was a careful process of selecting the right actors who could bring the characters to life. The show's producers held auditions in search of fresh talent and seasoned actors who could embody the humor, drama, and relatability of the show's characters. For the role of Mary Jenkins, the lead character, the producers wanted an actress who could portray a strong, witty, and warm-hearted woman. After a series of auditions, Marla Gibbs, an accomplished actress known for her role in The Jeffersons, was chosen for the part. Her experience and talent brought depth and authenticity to the character. The role of Mary's husband, Lister, was given to Hal Williams, who had extensive experience in TV and film. His chemistry with Marla Gibbs was undeniable, and the producers knew he was the right fit for the role. For the role of Sandra Clark, the producers wanted a young, energetic, and talented actress who could portray the character's youthful exuberance and naivete. After several auditions, Jackée, a relatively unknown actress at the time, was chosen for the part. Her comedic timing and charisma brought a fresh and exciting energy to the show. The role of Pearl Shay, the neighborhood busybody, was given to Helen Martin, a veteran actress with a long and successful career in theater, TV, and film. Her experience and talent brought depth and authenticity to the character. The casting of 227 was a careful process of selecting actors who could bring the characters to life and create a believable and engaging world. The chemistry between the actors was crucial, and the producers made sure to cast actors who could work well together and create a dynamic and entertaining show.
Take my money, but don't break my bowling arm!
The director of the 1985 TV series 227, Ken Schreiner, brought the story to life with his unique vision and style. Schreiner drew inspiration from his background in theater and aimed to create a relatable and engaging sitcom that showcased the everyday lives of a group of friends and neighbors living in a Washington, D.C. apartment building. Schreiner's approach to directing was characterized by his attention to detail and his commitment to collaboration. He worked closely with the cast and crew to ensure that every scene was executed with precision and authenticity. Schreiner's directing style was heavily influenced by his love of classic sitcoms, and he sought to bring a sense of warmth and humor to each episode of 227. One of Schreiner's key creative influences was the work of legendary TV director James Burrows, who was known for his work on shows like Cheers and Taxi. Schreiner admired Burrows' ability to create memorable characters and engaging storylines, and he sought to bring a similar level of depth and nuance to the characters in 227. Schreiner also drew inspiration from his own experiences growing up in a diverse and vibrant community. He aimed to create a show that reflected the rich tapestry of experiences and perspectives that he had encountered in his own life. This is evident in the diverse cast of characters that populate the world of 227, including the strong-willed and sassy Mary Jenkins, played by Marla Gibbs, and the lovable and naive Sandra Clark, played by Jackée. In addition to his work as a director, Schreiner also served as a writer and producer on 227, allowing him to have a significant impact on the overall direction and tone of the show. He worked closely with the writers to develop storylines that were both funny and relatable, and he collaborated with the cast to ensure that each performance was authentic and engaging. Schreiner's approach to directing was characterized by his commitment to collaboration and his attention to detail. He sought to create a warm and welcoming environment on set, and he worked closely with the cast and crew to ensure that every scene was executed with precision and authenticity. His directing style was heavily influenced by his love of classic sitcoms, and he brought a sense of humor and heart to each episode of 227. Overall, Ken Schreiner's directorial vision was instrumental in bringing the story of 227 to life. His unique approach to directing, combined with his attention to detail and commitment to collaboration, helped to create a show that resonated with audiences and left a lasting impact on the world of television. 227 was a popular TV series that aired from 1985 to 1990, featuring a cast of talented actors and actresses. This show has inspired and impacted many people's lives, and you might have a personal story to share. Did you know that there are many funny, shocking, and sad facts about this TV series? Keep watching this video to learn more. One of the most memorable aspects of 227 is the cast, including classic Hollywood actor Jackée, who played the role of Sandra Clark. She was a fan favorite and brought humor and energy to the show. Do you have a favorite character or actor from 227? We would love to hear your stories and memories in the comments below. 227 was set in a bustling apartment building in Washington, D.C., where the characters faced relatable challenges and shared heartwarming moments. The show has left an indelible mark on TV history and continues to be cherished by fans today. So, whether you're a longtime fan or new to the show, there's always something new to discover about 227. Keep watching to learn more, and don't forget to share your memories and experiences with us in the comments below.
Sandra! What a gorgeous fur!
Just a little.
The TV series 227, set in Washington, D.C., was filmed primarily in Hollywood, California. The production team transformed an old warehouse into the interior sets for the show's apartment building, recreating detailed interiors to mimic the intended design of a 1950s urban apartment complex. The show's creators aimed to provide a glimpse into the lives of a close-knit African-American community living in an urban area. To achieve this, the set design was crucial. The production team paid great attention to creating a realistic and engaging environment, complete with period-appropriate wallpaper, furniture, and decor. One of the main challenges of filming 227 was capturing the feeling of a bustling apartment building while working within the confines of a soundstage. The team used innovative sound and lighting techniques to create the illusion of multiple apartments and the activity within them. To further enhance the show's realism, the production team occasionally filmed exterior shots on location in Washington, D.C. These exterior shots helped to establish the setting and provide context for the characters' lives. Despite the logistical challenges of filming a multi-camera sitcom, the production team of 227 managed to create a warm and engaging series that resonated with audiences. The show's success is a testament to the team's hard work and dedication to their craft.
Seriously, Doctor, I mean, that's the worst looking liver I ever saw.
Have you tried eating in the cafeteria?
227 is a classic NBC sitcom that is definitely worth watching. Although I haven't seen every episode, I still thoroughly enjoyed it. It's difficult to pick a favorite episode, but I do have fond memories of the theme song. As a child, I mistakenly believed that the show was set in an ordinary townhouse. The entire cast delivered solid performances, and it would have been great if everyone had stayed on the show for its entire run, particularly Jackée, who played Sandra. The production design was impressive, and the costumes were well thought out. Moreover, the writing was consistently strong. In conclusion, even though 227 is currently airing on TV Land, I highly recommend checking it out, just in case it stops airing in the future. It's a show that has stood the test of time and is sure to entertain viewers of all ages.
I'd never guess.
The creation of a musical score and soundtrack is an essential aspect of filmmaking, as it enhances the narrative and emotional tone of the series. In the case of the 1985 TV series 227, the music played a significant role in complementing the show's warm and humorous portrayal of a close-knit African-American community living in an apartment building in Washington, D.C. The score for 227 was composed by the talented musician Randy Edelman. Edelman's music for the series was characterized by its upbeat and lively rhythms, which perfectly captured the bustling and vibrant atmosphere of the show's setting. The composer's use of catchy melodies and lively instrumentation helped to create a soundtrack that was both memorable and enjoyable, and which added an extra layer of depth and richness to the series. In addition to the score, 227 also featured a number of popular songs from the 1980s, which were used to great effect in the show's many musical montages and party scenes. These songs, which included classics like Super Freak by Rick James and Brick House by the Commodores, helped to create a lively and energetic soundtrack that perfectly captured the spirit of the times. According to Edelman, creating the score for 227 was a challenging but rewarding experience. The composer worked closely with the show's creators and producers to ensure that the music perfectly complemented the narrative and emotional tone of each episode. This collaborative approach helped to create a soundtrack that was both memorable and effective, and which added an extra layer of depth and richness to the series. Overall, the musical score and soundtrack for 227 were an essential part of the show's success. The combination of Randy Edelman's lively and upbeat compositions and the many popular songs from the 1980s helped to create a soundtrack that perfectly captured the spirit of the series and enhanced its narrative and emotional tone. The contributions of the composers and musicians involved in the creation of the show's music helped to make 227 a beloved and enduring classic that continues to be cherished by audiences today.
You know our folks didn't even speak to each other at the wedding?
That's because...
Marla Gibbs recalled her favorite episode of 227, where Hal Williams' character continuously rang the bell, much to her character's annoyance. Tia Goodwin, who played Rose Holloway's daughter Tiffany, saw her role diminish significantly after Season 1, and eventually vanished without explanation by Season 4, akin to Chuck Cunningham on Happy Days, and Judy Winslow on Family Matters. In a memorable moment from the series finale, Mary mimics Julian's fake Jamaican accent from his own memorial service.
To the building inspector. He's almost finished. You call the building inspector?
One of the most iconic scenes in the 1985 TV series 227 is in the episode The Auction. Mary and Lester compete against each other in a bidding war for a much-desired armchair at a neighborhood auction. The scene is a masterclass in physical comedy, with Mary and Lester becoming increasingly desperate and determined to outbid each other. The direction by Jay Sandrich is pitch perfect, with the camera capturing the escalating tension and humor of the scene. The performances by Gibbs and Williams are hilarious, with their facial expressions and body language conveying their characters' growing obsession with the armchair. The cinematography is simple but effective, with the camera focusing on the two actors as they engage in their comedic battle. The impact of this scene on the audience is significant. It showcases the comedic timing and talent of Gibbs and Williams, and it also highlights the strong chemistry between the two actors. The scene is memorable and enduring, and it has become one of the most beloved moments in the series. In an interview with the Archive of American Television, Gibbs spoke about the scene, saying, "That was a fun scene to do. Hal and I just went for it, and it turned out to be one of the most memorable moments in the series." Sandrich also commented on the scene, saying, "Marla and Hal were so much fun to work with. They brought so much energy and humor to that scene, and it really came alive on camera." Overall, the auction scene in 227 is a perfect example of the show's ability to blend humor, character development, and strong performances. It is a scene that has resonated with audiences for decades and continues to be celebrated as one of the most iconic moments in television history.
To the principal, because I wanted to be sure McMillan was teaching you something.
Daddy, will you tell your wife?
No, wait a minute.
In the third season of 227, Sherman Hemsley, known for his role on The Jeffersons, made a guest appearance. However, he declined to play his character for Mailman, instead portraying Thurman Fox. 227 is also notable for being the first sitcom to feature a middle-class African-American family. Hal Williams, who played Lester Jenkins on 227, is best known for his roles in Private Benjamin and Sanford and Son. His character, Smitty the Cop, was a memorable part of the latter show.
And now for the picture of perfection in...
The 1985 TV series 227, set in a Washington, D.C. apartment building, left a significant cultural and social impact. Audiences connected with the relatable characters and their everyday struggles, making it one of the most popular shows of the time. The series showcased a strong African-American female lead, Mary Jenkins, played by Marla Gibbs, which was empowering and influential for many viewers. 227 contributed to pop culture through its memorable catchphrases like "Watch it, sweetie," and "Can I help you?" The series also featured early appearances by actors who later became household names, such as Regina King and Jackée Harry, further solidifying its influence. Discussing relevant social themes, 227 addressed issues like racism, classism, and marital strife, offering a nuanced portrayal of urban life. By presenting these topics in an entertaining format, the show encouraged important conversations and fostered greater understanding among its diverse audience. Overall, 227 played a vital role in shaping television and popular culture during the 1980s. Alaina Reed Hall, known for her role in the television series 227, met her future husband, Kevin Peter Hall, on the show. Their on-screen marriage later translated into a real-life partnership, and they had 2 children together. However, tragedy struck when Kevin contracted HIV from a blood transfusion and passed away due to an AIDS-related cancer in 1991. Before joining the cast of 227, Jackée Harry had never been a fan of Marla Gibbs, who had gained fame for her role on The Jeffersons. Interestingly, Gibbs' character had become a fan favorite, while Harry herself had not yet discovered Gibbs' talent. As the show came to an end, Harry decided to drop her surname for professional purposes and went by her first name, Jackée. This change marked a new chapter in her career as she continued to make her mark in the entertainment industry.
I can't try on lingerie in front of a man.
And if you're going to try on lingerie, don't do it in front of us either.
The 1985 TV series 227 received positive reviews from critics and audiences alike. The show, which revolves around the residents of a Washington, D.C. apartment building, was praised for its humor, relatability, and strong performances. Notable television critic John J. O'Connor of the New York Times commended the show for its warm, engaging performances and its ability to tackle serious issues while maintaining a lighthearted tone. He also highlighted the considerable charm of lead actress Marla Gibbs, who played the quick-witted and sassy matriarch of the building. Audiences connected with the show's realistic portrayal of working-class African-American families and the relationships between the characters. The show's relatability was a key factor in its success and longevity as it aired for 5 seasons and a total of 116 episodes. 227 received several award nominations, including 3 Primetime Emmy Award nominations for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series for Marla Gibbs, and 1 for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series for Jackée Harry. The show also received a NAACP Image Award for Outstanding Comedy Series. These accolades are significant as they recognize the talent and hard work of the cast and crew and the impact of the show on audiences. The nominations and awards also highlight the importance of representation in media, as 227 was one of the few TV shows at the time to feature a predominantly African-American cast. The success of 227 paved the way for future shows to tell diverse stories and showcase underrepresented communities on television.
Make my punch.
Oh, Warren, I'm so proud of you. Oh.
The television series 227, produced by Columbia Pictures, included a clip show, which was the 4th of its kind for the studio, and the 5th to appear on television. The show, which first aired in the 1980s, was originally set in 1950s Chicago, but was updated to contemporary Washington, D.C. for the adaptation. In 2012, 2 decades after the show's cancellation, actress Marla Gibbs made a guest appearance on the police drama Southland, where she played an unassuming grandmother, showcasing the lasting impact of her role in 227.
Does that mean I don't get the loan?
So I guess that spoiled your date.
In the making of the 1985 TV series 227, the cast and crew formed a close-knit community, with many memorable moments taking place off-screen. For instance, actress Marla Gibbs, who played the lead role of Mary Jenkins, was known for her comedic ad-libs, which often caught her co-stars off guard and led to some genuinely hilarious moments on set. Behind the scenes, the young actresses playing the roles of Mary's daughter and niece, Hal Williams, and Jackée Harry would often engage in friendly banter and practical jokes, keeping the mood light and adding to the camaraderie of the cast. Additionally, the show's creator and executive producer, Christine Houston, drew inspiration for the series from her own experiences growing up in a bustling apartment building, ensuring that the show had an authentic and relatable feel. The set of 227 was designed to resemble a real apartment building, complete with a working elevator and multiple floors, which added to the authenticity of the show and created a unique environment for the cast and crew to work in. Despite the challenges of TV production, the cast and crew of 227 remained dedicated to bringing the show to life, with many of them forming lasting friendships and memories along the way. The The show's enduring popularity is a testament to the talent and hard work of all those involved in its creation.
Oh, Lord.
Marla Gibbs' character in the 1985 TV series 227 was based on her character from The Jeffersons. Regina King's association with the production Regina King is the only Oscar winner associated with the production. Dynamic between Mary Jenkins, Sandra Clark, Rose, and Pearl Mary Jenkins, and Sandra Clark can't stand each other, but seem to hang out nearly as much as Mary does with her genuine friends Rose and Pearl.
As dull as yours.
Well, now, it can't be too dull, because...
The TV series 227, which first aired in 1985, holds a significant place in film history as it was one of the first to showcase a predominantly African-American cast in a non-stereotypical setting. The show, set in a Washington, D.C. apartment building, tackled various social issues while maintaining a comedic tone. 227's impact on future filmmaking is evident in the numerous shows and movies that followed, featuring diverse casts and tackling complex social issues. The series proved that there was an audience for these types of stories, paving the way for more inclusive storytelling. The series inspired several subsequent works, including the successful career of its lead actress, Marla Gibbs. After 227, Gibbs continued to land significant roles in both television and film, becoming a household name and a symbol of representation for African American actresses. Moreover, 227 served as a stepping stone for many behind-the-scenes professionals, such as writers, directors, and producers, who gained valuable experience and industry recognition through their work on the series. In summary, 227 left an indelible mark on film history, influencing future filmmaking and inspiring numerous subsequent works. Its legacy continues to resonate today, serving as a reminder of the importance of diverse representation both on and off screen.
Afternoon, Mary.
Sandra, it is only 4 o'clock. What is this? And what do you...
The TV show 227, which aired from 1985 to 1990, features the character Mary Jenkins, played by Marla Gibbs, who was previously well known for her role as Florence Johnston on The Jeffersons. The setting of Building 2.
New car, kosher delicatessen.
Here we go, folks. The next winning number.
During the 4th season of the TV series 227, a new character named Alexandria DeWitt was introduced. Portrayed by Countess Vaughn, Alexandra was a child genius who was left in the care of the Jenkins family by her archaeologist father. Countess Vaughn's casting came about after NBC executives saw her impressive performances on Star Search, where she ultimately won the junior vocalist competition in 1988. Alexandra's character appeared in 14 episodes before being written out in the season 4 episode titled 227 The Class of '89. Sandra's character development. One interesting aspect of the show was the development of Sandra's character. Over time, Sandra experienced what is known as Flanderization, where her personality became more exaggerated. As a result, Sandra would sometimes fluctuate between her previous personality and her newer, more exaggerated characterization. This added depth to her character and provided viewers with a dynamic portrayal. The unique premiere schedule. When 227 first premiered on NBC on September 14, 1985, it was not a straightforward release. To add depth to the show and introduce additional characters, 5 episodes were taped after the premiere episode. These additional episodes served as background stories for the characters in the pilot episode, allowing viewers to gain a better understanding of their backgrounds and personalities. The actual pilot episode, consisting of 2 parts, aired weeks later on October 26, 1985. This unique premiere schedule provided a strong foundation for the series and allowed viewers to immediately engage with the characters and their stories. These are some interesting facts about the TV series 227 from 1985. The addition of Countess Vaughn as Alexandria DeWitt brought a new dynamic to the show, while Sandra's character development added depth and complexity. The unique premiere schedule helped to establish the series and provided viewers with a better understanding of the characters.
It's called Just Being Married.
In the TV series 227, which first aired in 1985, Dylan was the only Caucasian character. Marla Gibbs, who played the lead role of Mary Jenkins, was cast primarily due to her popularity from the Jeffersons. In one episode, there is a reference to the Jefferson, which was Gibbs' previous successful show. These details provide insight into the casting and storyline of 227, highlighting the impact of previous shows and actors' popularity on new productions.
Okay, we're all cheered up, okay?
Jackée Harry's character in 227 and Sister shares similar traits of lustfulness and irresponsibility. The show was based on a play by Christine Houston and initially intended to be a TV movie. Michael G. Moy, the creator, left the series due to creative differences with lead actress Marla Gibbs. Moy preferred a comedy-driven show, while Gibbs wanted a more issue-oriented one. Despite attempts to tackle some issues, the show focused on the humorous interactions between Gibbs and Harry. Moy later created Married with Children with Ron Leavitt, which followed his preferred concept of sitcoms.
Apple pie. We never used apple pie.
The pilot episode of the spin-off show Jackée was initially aired separately, but is now included in the syndication package of 227. This sitcom is notable for being the first to feature 3 Western-themed episodes. Reginald VelJohnson and Jo Marie Payton, who later starred together in Family Matters, made appearances on 227 before their time together on that show. VelJohnson played Santa Claus, and Payton played Mistress Herman in different seasons of 227.
Oh, Juan, that's okay. Come on, join the party. Come on, hon.
In the 1985 TV series 227, Mary, played by Marla Gibbs, goes to great lengths to secure Run DMC for her daughter's prom. In an episode titled The Class of '89, Mary disguises herself as a man to make the request, showcasing her dedication and comedic timing. Behind the scenes, Marla Gibbs and Hal Williams, who plays Lester Jenkins, shared a history before joining the 227 cast. They had previously worked together on The Jeffersons, where Williams portrayed a charming French classmate and a dream man in a soap opera contest. Their long-standing friendship and collaboration on The Jeffersons undoubtedly contributed to the chemistry they brought to 227. Gibbs, who played a significant role in The Jeffersons, had strong opinions about her co-star for 227. She believed she had found the perfect man for her character in Hal Williams, and her input proved crucial in his casting as Lester Jenkins. Their on-screen dynamic became a memorable part of the series, resonating with audiences and leaving a lasting impression.
50 bucks? Yeah, what do I have to do?
See, I was supposed to meet a guy here, but I have to run some errands for my uncle. So all you have to do is meet this.
Hal Williams, who played Marla Gibbs on Screen Husband in 227, first met her on the set of The Jeffersons. Co-creator and writer Michael G. Moy, who went by the pseudonym C.J. Banks, had a disagreement with the producers over the tone of the show and didn't want his real name in the credits. C.J. was the name of his college theater professor. Gibbs' best friends, Hal Williams and Alaina Reed Hall, were not the only notable guest stars on the show. Della Reese, Billy D. Williams, and Paul Benedict also made appearances. These friends, along with Williams and Reed Hall, added to the star power of the show and no doubt contributed to its success.
It's time to hit the dusty trail to the wild, wild west.
Yes, where the men, women, and the women. Wow.
Charlotte Rae, known for her role in The Facts of Life, joined the cast of 227 in 1989 after leaving the former show due to health issues. Contrary to rumors, lead actress Marla Gibbs stated that there was no feud between her and Jackée Harry. Behind the scenes, Michael G. Moy, one of the co-creators of 227, used the pseudonym C.J. Banks for the show, but in the Jackée pilot, he opted to use his real name as executive producer and writer.
You cannot win because I'm going to win.
Regina King joined the cast of 227, not as Marla Gibbs' TV daughter, but as the girl who drove her character crazy. Mary Jenkins and Marla Gibbs both share a love for game shows. Before 227, Marla Gibbs and Gary Coleman starred together in an episode of The Jeffersons.
He knows just how things should be. And oh my, when he's squeezing me. Now, did you miss a line?
Two major breakout stars emerged from the 1985 TV series 227 Jackée Harry and Regina King. Initially, 227 was set to air after The Jeffersons, with Marla Gibbs, who played the wisecracking maid Florence Johnston on The Jeffersons, slated to take on the leading role. However, CBS canceled The Jeffersons unexpectedly, allowing Gibbs to star in 227. Jackée Harry's performance in 227 gained her significant recognition, and she left the show after the fourth season to star in another sitcom. Unfortunately, the sitcom never materialized, and Harry did not return for the series finale. Despite the setbacks, 227 remains noteworthy for launching the careers of two talented actresses, Harry and King.
You want?
What makes you think we want something?
You only get that look in your eyes for one of two.
In the television series 227, there's a scene where Mary and Lester are watching TV, and the theme song from The Jeffersons, Moving On Up, can be heard in the background. This musical crossover is fitting since Billy D. Williams made guest appearances on both shows. In the pilot episode of 227, Rennie Santoni was the first guest star, although Ken Ford had appeared in the first aired episode out of order. These connections between the shows and actors add an extra layer of interest to the series.
This is a piece of cake. I'll be on Carson in no time. Carson? Johnny Carson? Maybe you should shoot for Say Jack.
In the TV series 227, which aired from 1985, the character Sandra underwent a transformation, becoming less snobbish and more foolish in later episodes. In contrast, Mary's later rival, Emma Johnson, played the role more seriously, even with her own group of friends. The show is unique in that it is the only one to feature episodes with class themes in both 1989 and 1990. Although not credited, the show was produced by Tandem Productions NBC Television, co-founded by Norman Lear.
Kids are smarter than me. Good thinking, Mary. I do the same thing. Mary, would you happen to...
227 is set at 227 Lexington Place, Washington. D.C. Marla Gibbs' childhood friend Della Reese made two guest appearances. First as Sandra's long-lost mother, and later as an angel in Lester's dream. Despite being initially offered to ABC, Marla Gibbs revealed that the show was eventually sold to NBC. Gibbs and Reese later reunited on Touched by an Angel, where Reese starred as one of the angels, while Gibbs appeared as a psychic attempting suicide.
With my name on it. Ta-ta.
You're terrific, Calvin.
I know. You feel
In an unusual move, the pilot episode of the 1985 TV series 227 was aired as the sixth episode, causing continuity issues when viewed in production order. The show is notable for the achievements of its cast members, including Jackée Harry and Regina King. Harry won an Emmy for her role in 227, while King went on to win 3 Emmys for her work after the show. On a historical note, the promotional campaign for 227 included one of the earliest uses of rap in a national television advertisement aimed at mainstream viewers.
Lester doesn't even know what's happening to him.
Her, you're exaggerating.
Am I? What time does it get home from?
Originally, Marla Gibbs planned for Susie Garrett to play Rose, but NBC cast Garrett in Punky Brewster instead. Consequently, Alaina Reed Hall took on the role. Initially, Sandra Clark was portrayed as reasonably intelligent and modestly dressed, but her character evolved into a man-hungry, airheaded bimbo over time. Helen Martin, in her late TV career, portrayed Marla Gibbs' nosy neighbor, Pearl Shay, on 227.
If you had been here, you would have said, you can't talk to my wife that way. So I told him, you can't talk to Lester's wife that way.
Marla Gibbs, known for her role in the TV series 227, never received executive producer credit, but she acquired the associated rights, courtesies, and privileges. This turned out to be a significant move, considering she composed and sang the show's theme song, There's No Place Like Home. Mary Jenkins, another 227 cast member, celebrates her birthday on June 14th, with her full birth year remaining undisclosed. Gibbs' musical talents extended beyond her acting duties, as she demonstrated by composing and performing the theme song for 227. Her involvement in the show's creation and presentation further showcased her multi-talented abilities.
You two have met.
Oh, I guess you could say.
Marla Gibbs, known for her role in 227, composed the show's theme song, There's No Place Like Home. Interestingly, Charlotte Rae and Kim Fields, co-stars from The Facts of Life, made guest appearances on 2.
We can settle this like reasonable, rational people.
In order to do that, Sandra would have to leave the room.
The television series 227 premiered on NBC in 1985, airing at 9:30 p.m., EDT 8:30 p.m., PDT, preceding The Golden Girls. Initially, actress Marla Gibbs aimed to adapt the play the show was based on into a TV movie. A notable episode features a scene of Gibbs' character, similar to one from The Jeffersons 4 years earlier, where she angrily hammers on a neighbor's doorbell. The show's straightforward and relatable storytelling resonated with audiences, making it a memorable part of 80s television.
And they don't take being in love with your wife as an excuse.
Lester!
In 1987, Jackée Harry made history as the first African-American actress to win an Emmy for supporting actress in a comedy series for her portrayal of Sandra in the show. This series marked the beginning of Regina King's television career, who would later become an Oscar winner. Interestingly, Alaina Reed Hall and Kevin Peter Hall, who were part of the cast, were actually a married couple in real life. Their on-screen and off-screen relationships added an extra layer of authenticity to the series.
Please remember to treat other people with respect, and they'll respect you.
In the second season of the sitcom, there was a proposed storyline where Mary would become pregnant and experience the loss of a stillborn baby. However, this idea was ultimately discarded as it was considered too gloomy for the show's tone. In the third season, Jackée Harry began to be credited using only her first name. This change marked the beginning of her successful acting career, which was launched by her role in the series. Overall, these behind-the-scenes details offer insight into the creative decisions and career trajectories that shaped the beloved 1985 TV show 227.
Jojo, your daddy and I work hard to get us a home in that neighborhood, and we don't want you ruining it.
In the final episode of 227, comedian Phyllis Diller made a special appearance as a hospital roommate having plastic surgery. Actresses Marla Gibbs and Jackée Harry, who played neighbors on the show, remain close friends to this day. In 2021, they were reunited on Days of Our Lives, with Gibbs as Harris' mother. Their enduring friendship and on-screen collaborations are a testament to their strong bond and the positive impact they've had on each other's lives and careers. In the show 227, John Houseman, known for his role in The Paper Chase, appeared as Sandra's lawyer in one episode. The character Calvin, played by Curtis Baldwin, resides with his grandmother Pearl because his mother has passed away, and his father is in the military. After her successful stint on 227, Jackée Harry attempted to start her own series. The first was a spin-off titled Jackée, but despite its strong start in the ratings, it was canceled and is now considered an episode of 227.
Vice president, don't you?
Oscar, I promise you, that woman is definitely not my new vice president.
Oscar, now wait a minute.
Susan Harris, known for her work as a script supervisor, played a crucial role in the pilot episode of the television series set in Washington, D.C., which was one of the rare shows not focused on politics or government. Interestingly, 3 of its cast members, Hal Williams, Helen Martin, and Stoney Jackson, had previously appeared on The Jeffersons. This show provided a unique perspective of life in the nation's capital, apart from the usual political narrative.
And she's been replaced by a big buzzard.
I'm sorry, Mary, but I've been eating a lot.
In the 1985 TV series 227, only 3 actors appeared in every episode: Marla Gibbs, Hal Williams, and Helen Martin. Marla Gibbs played Florence Johnston, a character whose primary ambition in life was to find and date a man, but she never succeeded in that goal throughout the series. Interestingly, in 2019, Marla Gibbs reprised her role as Florence Johnston in ABC's Live in Front a Studio Audience. The special featured a recreated episode of The Jeffersons titled A Friend in Need, where she was reunited with her 227 castmate Jackée Harry. It's worth noting that Sandra Clark, another character from 227, played by Jackée Harry, also had a notable goal in life, which was to find and date a man, but none of them ever worked out for her either. Overall, the 227 TV series provided a platform for these talented actors to showcase their skills, and their impact on the audience has endured over the years.
About Calvin.
Do you think he's cute?
This is the...
Marla Gibbs, known for her role in The Jeffersons, worked with Jackée Harry in 4 productions: 227, The First Family, Forbidden Woman, and Days of Our Lives. Both Hal Williams and Lynn Hamilton, also in 227, had appearances in The Waltons and Sanford and Son. The interaction between Mary Jenkins and Thurman Fox in 2.
Like what?
Like, does he go to church? And how is he going to support her? And has he ever been convicted of a felony?
Sandra Clark, played by Jackée Harry, was a late addition to the cast of 227. Initially, she wasn't intended to be a regular character, but her positive reception led to her becoming a mainstay. Marla Gibbs, who starred in The Jeffersons, had several of her co-stars from that show appear on 227, including Sherman Hemsley, Roxy Roker, and Franklin Cover, as well as semi-regular Ned Werdemer. Rose, portrayed by Gibbs, refers to herself as a housewife, despite being a widow with no outside job. She is able to support herself and her daughter, Tiffany, with the money left by her late husband. However, she faces financial issues related to the building 227 throughout the series, even after becoming its owner. This adds an interesting layer to her character and the storyline.
Conchita? This time I won't take no for an answer.
In 1985, a new NBC sitcom, 227, made its debut just 4 days before the premiere of Charlie & Co., another black family sitcom on CBS. While Charlie & Co. only lasted 1 season, 227 enjoyed a successful 5-season run. The show's lead actress, Marla Gibbs, was already 54 when she began playing the role that would make her a household name. Over the years, 227 attracted numerous high-profile guest stars, including Run DMC, Vanessa Bell Armstrong, Brian Stokes Mitchell, Jane Kennedy, Flip Wilson, Ron Glass, Nipsey Russell, Bobby Brown, Pee Wee Herman, Phyllis Diller, Joan Rivers, Charlotte Ray, Kim Fields, Ted Lange, Tim Reed, Robert Hooks, Denise Nicholas, John Houseman, Reginald Vell Johnson, Jo Marie Peyton France, Kelsey Grammer, Nell Carter, Richard Mall, Rita Wilson, and a young Fran Drescher. These stars added to the show's appeal and helped to make it a hit with audiences.
That was before my time, child.
Well, I got the music right here.
Jackée Harry shared a close bond with Marla Gibbs while filming 227. In 1987, she made history as the first African-American actress to win an Emmy for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series for her role in the show. After 227 ended, Gibbs and Harry reunited on The First Family, with Gibbs playing Grandma Eddie and Harry portraying her daughter.
For me, right? Well, I can take a test. I got a typewriter upstairs.
During the casting for the role of Sandra Clark in the television series 227, Jackée Harry surprised the directors with her impressive imitations of Mae West and Lucille Ball. These performances showcased her ability to embody different characters and contributed to her landing the part. in the series. Jackée Harry's portrayal of Sandra Clark brought a unique energy to the show and resonated with audiences. Her imitations of well-known figures demonstrated her versatility and adaptability as an actress, which helped make the character of Sandra Clark a memorable part of the series.
That's just Pee Wee Herman!
Great. Who we need is Sylvester Stallone.
In the 5th season of the TV series 227, which first aired in 1985, a tragic event occurred. One of the main actors, Hal Williams, who played Lester Jenkins, lost his son in real life. The producers decided to incorporate this sad event into the show, and in one episode, Lester Jenkins received the news that his son had been killed in a car accident. This storyline allowed Hal Williams to share his grief and pay tribute to his late son on the show. The episode was aired with a disclaimer warning viewers about its emotional content.
Once. Besides, Lester's getting a sports car.
At your age.
If you have fond memories of the 1985 TV series 227, we'd love to hear them. Share your experiences and stories about how this show impacted you personally or influenced your perspective on television. Did any particular characters or episodes resonate with you? What made 227 special and memorable? Your insights could provide a fascinating look into the cultural impact of this classic series. We encourage you to like, share, and subscribe to join the conversation and explore more cinematic gems together. Let's reminisce about the past and appreciate the art that has shaped our lives. Your contribution is invaluable in helping us understand the enduring appeal of 227 and the world of classic television. So, don't hesitate to leave a comment and share your thoughts. We can't wait to hear from you.
Your bags and call Mr. Forsythe because I don't want you around here anymore.
Neither does Mr. Forsythe.
What?